So starting videos is hard. Some creators I know have the same greeting that they use for each video, while others will just dive into what they're talking about. I don't quite know how I want to go about it at this point, but I'll keep experimenting and see how it turns out. This is my second video in a short series of trying out posting videos instead of writing a blog post. One thing you may notice is that I've switched up my camera angle for what is hopefully a more interesting set. I've done some more editing this week, and I may sound more coherent because I actually scripted this out. This is my second video in a short series of trying out posting videos instead of writing a blog post. One thing you may notice is that I've switched up my camera angle for what is hopefully a more interesting set. I've done some more editing this week, and I may sound more coherent because I actually scripted this out. Before starting this trial, I considered taking a break to think about how I was going about the blog I'd been writing for 3 years now. I decided against it because I'd done similar breaks in the past but never made that time for introspection I claimed I wanted. I'm hoping that instead doing this meta trial of experimenting with the overall concept will lead to that desired introspection. Thinking about the overall concept of the blog, trying out before buying in, I feel I've lost my way not only in the delivery, but in the execution of the trials, or rather what I should be thinking of as experiments. In starting this trial, I created a structure for planning and documenting the results that will apply to any and all trials in the future. I'm hoping this reframing will make them not only more interesting to share, but will have a clearer impact on my life. The new structure is simply the scientific method. Treating each trial as an experiment of a new habit, routine, or practice means having a hypothesis, defining the methodology, analyzing the results to make a conclusion, and finally comparing that conclusion to the original hypothesis. I've come up with an expected formula for what each post should cover. While it may sound like it will lead to a boring system, I think it will offer better pacing over the course of a trial. Up to this point, my approach was to look back at a given week and jot down my ideas. While this sometimes worked, I often didn't find much to say or expand on week to week. Giving each post its own identity should help reduce that feeling. Ultimately, I want to better track how these experiments are impacting my life, for better or worse. I also hope that changing the framing to which I think about the trials I've been doing for so long will reinvigorate my excitement. If you want to see more of this journey into YouTube, be sure to subscribe, and if you like what I'm doing, hit that like button and tell me in the comments what I'm getting right. If you don't like it, well, tell me what I'm getting wrong, and I hope to get better along the way. Next week, I plan to talk about how this whole blog idea came into being, how it's impacted my life, and where a lot of those old trials stand, as well as hopefully get a little bit of a better lighting solution in place. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you next time.